Hi there, you alright? It's Lou from Lou's Aquarium. I'm off today, so just chilling really, and I decided to make a video and post it on the channel. Just a bit of my background and whatnot, and basically I've been in the aquarium hobby for, well, since I was 14 really, and I started aquascaping right from the get-go. I've always been sticking stuff in tanks and, you know, watching it rot away generally, you know, but yeah, aquascape, I never called it aquascaping back then, it was just, you know, trying to get a natural look. But visit to Japan, went to Japan, you know, and they know how to do a fish tank over there, they really do, and seen some amazing aquascapes, you know, and that's what I wanted to replicate that, you know what I mean, wanted to see if I could do that, see if I had the skills, and I'm still finding that out, if I'm honest, still don't know, and yeah, so came back here. I had a gift from God in my mate James, who'd basically tried his hand at a marine aquarium and failed miserably, did a good job at it for about 6 months, and this tank crashed, and he didn't want to get back on the horse, man, so gave me everything he had, which was a lot of money, a lot of kit. So I had this opportunity, I knew what I wanted to do, got the tank, decided to do it justice, you know, make sure James didn't give his tank away in vain, so and that's when I decided to do the aquascape. Tank behind me has just got a couple of few neon tetras in it, a hill stream loach, interestingly enough. There's not much flow in there, but he loves it in there, I've had him for years, and 4 Amano shrimp, very specifically, I don't know why 4, but and in the other tank I had a diatom bloom, and in this tank, strangely enough, this tank is as old as the hills, change it around every now and again. Really mature. I know it looks like it's brand new, but it is actually, like, this tank's been running for about 9-10 years. And then I get a diatom bloom, and I think it's these rocks. You see, I bought the grey mountain rock, which I've never used before, to do the big tank, to do the 250 litre, and decided to sling some in here because I bought way too much, you know, of course, you know, didn't really know what I was doing, so bought way too much, so I thought I'll put a few stones in here, a bit of spider wood underneath it, and a bit of Anubias, bit of, you know, the obvious Java fern, you know, everyone's friend, and it's low light, there's no CO2, and I dose it occasionally when I do a water change, every week or every other week. 50% water change on it. Internal filter, you know, it's got some you know, proper filter goodness in it, you know, ceramics and stuff, none of this sponge shit. Yeah, and this tank's been going ages, but it is just really basic. It's just a few neons, you know, a few neons, few Amano shrimp and a hill stream loach, and that is it. I've had everything in this tank. I mean, anything small anyway, dwarf puffers, stuff like that. Not with the shrimp, obviously, but yeah. And this is my office, man. This is. I know everyone thinks I'm like some dopey stoner, but I've got my shit together, you know. Yeah, this is my office anyway. So my aquarium, my computer, stuff like that going on in here. I play video games basically in here. And then, well, where's the big tank? Everyone's not really asking. The big tank is not in the house, sadly enough, because my missus won't allow it in the house. She doesn't want it in the house, and the amount of water I've spilt out of it in the last month is probably a good thing. But she won't have it in the house despite its beauty. She loves it as much as me, but she doesn't want it in the house, you know, and you know, keep your wife happy, don't you? So it went in the summer house in the garden. I've got a summer house in the garden, like a little log cabin thing. Went in there, I had my reservations about doing it, but it's turned out okay. We've had some really hot weather recently, and the temperature hasn't fluctuated in there, so yeah, all good, man. The algae, you know, I've changed a few things around on the tank since I set it up, the big tank. We'll go now. Let's go. I don't know where the dog is. He helps me with everything. Oh yeah, check him out. Hey Ringo. Good boy. Got the life. Right, so go out to the tank, man. Which is in the garden, essentially. Through the kitchen, out to the garden, having a bit of hammock time today. Awesome weather. And then into the what I call a shed, but it's a summer house, but it's just my workshop and stuff. So in here it's got a lot of storage, fridges, freezers, camping gear, a little workbench to make stuff and break stuff as well often. And then over here in the back corner is my aquarium. Lou's aquarium. So the light's on, off cycle at the moment, off the light cycle, but we'll give it, for the purposes of the video, we'll turn the lights on, man. Yeah, so, all good. Turn it on, instantly feeling more relaxed. Amazing. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. Let me talk you through this tank, how it all transpired. So initially you saw the setup from the videos before, so things that have changed, I'll go through things that have changed. I've added in another filter, the Eheim Pro. Why have you got so many Eheim filters lying around, Lou? Well, they were people who fail in their aquarium attempts often give me their equipment, which is amazing because I am into this. I love it, and I often talk about it a lot to people. And people have got fish tanks, but you know, you got to love the process, haven't you, to stay in the hobby. So yeah. Anyway, so in here at this end of the shed is like aquarium stuff. So all my aquascaping tools on the wall. Bit of shrimp food, you know, some hardscape lying around. There's hardscape everywhere. Where do you put your hardscape, really? It's awkward, isn't it? Anyway, so added in another filter. That was essentially because of the diatom bloom. I suspected that flow might have been an issue, so I've added in the other filter. I thought it won't do any harm to have more filtration, you know, more and all that. I've added in a surface skimmer. Surface was getting a bit shitty, so we did that. And then not a lot else really. I've removed the dwarf baby tears because that was just a disaster with the it's taken me 2.5 hours a day, and I was doing it as well for nearly 2-3 weeks to get the diatoms off it, and it took so long that I had enough. You know, my wife was going crazy, saying that I wasn't spending any time in the house, and she was right. And like I say, man, you've got to keep your missus happy. And there's still diatoms about. There's some stuff, you know, I'm still having to remove them, but it's not every day now. It's like every 3 days. But you can see on my Christmas moss, there's a fair amount of diatoms, bits and pieces, you know, here and there. My S Repens melted at the back as well. Don't know if you can see that. The S Repens melted. And Poga stamen at the back there. Really took ages to take off. It came in quite a bad state, I have to say, from the shop. That one, but everything else was absolutely amazing. What I got from the the shop. So yeah, great stuff, loving it. Diatom's disappearing by the day, which is, you know, a bonus. And I'm going to keep upgrading the tank with bits and pieces. I've done the glass work, which is still thick with diatoms. I hate those things. And the mystery bugs, I think, are the mystery bugs are, what were they called now? Sea shrimps. Sea shrimps. They look like seeds and they can swim like a shrimp, so fits. There they are, man, and I have to be careful because I think they're harmless, but they seem to be getting more. And you know what, man? I'm gonna have to get something to scoff them. Something. They look pretty tasty to me. They're like a fishy chicken nugget, fish nugget, something like that. Anyway, so I don't know. Maybe a ram. You know, like a ram. Let's see. Anyway, I'll think about it and have a research. Always think about what fish you buy. Right. See you later, guys, and peace out. Enjoy your aquascaping. Don't, you know, if you mess up.